Yeah, good morning, John.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to Fionn. She's up early.
You see,
Kailos Phillips.
Kailos is up as well. See, them two great. They were up and nice and early. Woo, some weather we were having, guy.
Oh, it poured down last night, didn't it?
Do. It was, what day was it? Was it the one last night before? You woke me up twice in the night I didn't hear no thunder and lightning, but apparently there was thunder. But the rain hit in the windows. It woke me up, and I don't wake up easy, you know.
Yeah.
But it woke me up twice. Terrible weather we've been having.
Good morning, Sonny. She's up as well.
Morning, Sonny. Right. So as we're talking about the weather, Gary, should we go through the weather that for the next couple of days?
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
Right. What we got is today. If you want to do anything today, it's the best day of the week is going to be this week, right? Still going to be a few showers here and there. The wind's going to start picking up. Tomorrow is going to be very bad from 7 in the morning roughly to 1 in the afternoon roughly as well. And then it'll start to clear up, but again there'll be loads of showers. Wednesday and Thursday, heavy showers everywhere. So it's big ridges of low pressure that's going to be dominating in the next week or so. We're just hopefully there'll be a nice big ridge of high pressure coming in to settle everything down.
Oh, let's hope so.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, there we are. And Faye is in luck. We haven't seen Faye for ages. Good morning, Faye. How are you, lovely?
I'm George Bond. Good morning, George.
Morning, George. So that's the weather. So it's not a lot to look forward to on that front, guy.
No, it's not bad as well. Anyway, have you seen what the government want us to do now? They're telling us now, if you've got COVID or anything, open your windows in this weather, mind, in the winter.
And is that official from the government then, or is that the newspapers a minute?
They talk,
there we are.
Could
be.
Yeah. Stupid lot.
But the thing is, right, that's not going to help people that living on their own for a start, or living with all in the same family, say 6 people. Because the only thing it's going to achieve, surely, is people are going to be cold, right? Yeah. Because if you are in that household all together, if you've got it, I would imagine everyone's going to have it. Or if you haven't got it, there's no point in opening the windows. So that's my opinion. My windows, there we are. I guarantee you now, with Mrs. Morgan, the windows will not be open in my house.
Well, they won't be open here either. We got the steelworks across the road. All the dust. I'm not opening the window.
Oh, good God. I imagine that lot coming in as well as COVID. That'll kill us before COVID will.
I think it will. Good morning, Amelia Phillips. How are you? She's in it this morning.
She's off to the gym, guy.
Is she? I thought all the gyms are closed, aren't they?
Oh, not in England, see. You can do anything you want up there.
Can you? Good God.
Yeah. Oh, you can dance about in the street up there and have parties and everything.
Oh.
It's law, apparently, in England. You've got to have parties.
What about, have you got to have the windows open up there?
No, you're not allowed to have windows open up there. Vampires.
And people creeping in.
Yeah, that's right. You know what, right? It was a spate the other day. I was too frightened to shut my windows in case I caught somebody's fingers in them.
Good God.
That's the amount of burglaries we was having around here at one stage.
Well, they must know who it is, isn't it?
Oh, got to be, man. Got to be.
But
Sonny's saying that's business, shops, etc., not in your home. There's you half a story again, guy.
Oh. So you could open the windows in businesses, is it?
Well, that makes a bit of sense, I suppose. Just let the assistants freeze.
Yeah. Especially in Iceland, it's cold enough in there as you go in. It's all freezers.
Well, you open the freezers up they want to. That'll be cold enough for them.
I'll do it.
That will do it.
So, any news, John?
Oh, we got quite a bit. Do you know what, again, right? We don't do a lot of sport here, right? But this guy got to have a mention today, Lewis Hamilton, right? He recorded his record-breaking win yesterday. That's 92 Grand Prix wins, which overtakes Michael Schumacher, who had 91. And there's no sign of Lewis stopping. He's still got the younger. He's going to go well over 100. And we say it all the time. People were saying when Michael Schumacher was doing it, that will never be broken. And they saying the same now about Lewis Hamilton. It will. I think it will, but it might not be for a long time. But Lewis Hamilton still got the hunger, Seeger. He's not thinking of retiring outwardly anyway.
Yeah, he's young, isn't
he? But apparently he's got a younger brother coming through as well, hasn't he?
Have he?
Well, so I've heard anyway. But what a fantastic achievement that is on 92 Grand Prix wins. Because you see, people think as you just sit in the car and drive fast. You've got to be incredibly fit to do that. You know, because of all the G-forces and this and that and everything. You've got to be in tip-top condition to do that. You know, like you wouldn't be able to have one of the bus drivers around here doing a Grand Prix, would you?
No.
They'd have to stop for a cup of coffee and a fag halfway through anyway.
But they all think they're looking like George Clooney. Have you noticed?
Oh, I see them.
Dark glasses.
Dark glasses. Arm out the window over there. Oof.
Yeah. When they get out, they're about 5'1" and built like a barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, they were quite right now. Yeah. Oh, they do something with them pedals, right? Because normally, their feet wouldn't be able to touch them pedals normally. Because they like you said, they look like Betty the Ball from Top Cat.
I know. How the hell do they do it?
I don't know.
What have you got up today then? Are you doing anything today? Gardening?
Well, I actually have got to do a few. I have actually got to do some more concrete thing, but it's taken such a long time now. So you can only do one a week now apparently.
Good gosh.
But Kyle is saying Lewis Hamilton didn't have a driving license, and the only reason he didn't, mind, because he was under 17.
Do.
When he started a long time ago, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything in a track on private land, see, Kyle, you don't need a driving license. Actually, if you wanted to, like 14-year-old kids could drive. If you got a farm or something, 14-year-old kids could drive everything around there because it's private land. You just cannot go onto public land at all. So that's that.
But that's the way I learned to drive. We used to go down to Landau airfield down there. And my father would let me drive the car, up and down the airfield.
Yeah.
So it's great fun, but I was 12.
Oh, here we are. No, I got so I will be doing a bit of we got to keep on top. I got a bit of painting to do, but still the painting is taking, every coat is taking a day to go off now in this weather. It's terrible. So I'm going to give it a go. Now, Marcus Rashford, the Manchester United centre forward, is being given the Pride of Britain Award, right, for his work and determination of trying to get free school meals during half-term for the English school children. And why I say English is because Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland have got schemes in place to feed that. Not many people know that. They don't say that on the news at all. It's only England's government that is not allowing any kind of subsidization for school meals. What I'd like to do a minute as well, Gar, is that there are masses of small businesses all around the country that are giving subsidised meals out to children. What I got by here now is I've got two that I know of, and if anybody knows any more, we'll definitely give them shout outs. Right, we got Kevlar burger van. He was selling chicken nuggets and chips for £1 for all the children, and baguettes to go and tie back. If the children are accompanied by adults, that they will also give the children a meal. But of course, what they say is come up with adults, and because, like everything, it'll get abused if it doesn't, you know. But a big shout out to them two businesses a minute. I'm unaware of any more.
Yeah.
But if we do get any more, we'll definitely give them a shout out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where Kevlar's burger van is situated. Pointless me guessing, and it is baguettes to go and tie bash. But I think this is very tricky for the British government, that they're not doing there's a big backlash about it then, you know.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, and talking about the backlash, the Welsh government is today going to review its policy of supermarkets selling non-essential items. That's after more than 50,000 people have signed a petition.
Yeah, good.
Now, yeah, right, you might say that, but I think, right, I still think there's two sides to this. Really, I do. Now, if you're doing food shopping, right, and you see a tin of paint somewhere, I can't see the harm of putting that tin of paint in with your shopping. They're only doing this as well to stop people going out, and to be fair to the businesses that's got a shut that just sell the paint. You know, they do it. That's what they're doing it for. But people say, "Oh, we can't get the kettle. We can't get this. We can't." Well, sometimes you've got to improvise. Like, if you can't get a kettle for a fortnight, you have to use the microwave to warm the water up. That's all, right? Or they had over a week for people to know that this is going to happen. So if you knew there was something coming up during this fortnight that you needed stuff, you had a full week to go and get it, right? Yeah. But then I can understand, you're in the supermarket, you got food in your trolley, and there's an aisle by there, and you need something by there. You could pick it up and put it in your trolley. So I do see the both sides of the story, which sometimes you have got to look at the both sides, but people are not.
Thing is,
not look.
As you know, when you buy a kettle these days, they're so cheap and nasty that they just go anytime. You can't predict when they're going to go, you know. No,
I agree.
So,
but then just for this fortnight, that's all it is, a fortnight. You can either boil water in a saucepan, if you go, you know, or you boil it in a microwave. You have a cup of coffee. Just, you know, it's not, you know, they're a way around it just for the fortnight. Like, I do understand both ways, but sometimes you got to think outside the box a bit, really, like you say, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just they're taking away our privileges, aren't they?
But the thing is, people are making they are. But what would you do? Would you rather really go into the extreme? Would you rather get a kettle so you can have hot water by boiling a kettle that way, because you'd have hot water otherwise, right? And then you catch it off that kettle because somebody else before you just picked it up and looked at it, and they might have the COVID. You don't know.
No.
I know. I'd prefer, right? You can, of course, it's still going to be the same situation in a fortnight if somebody says that, right? But and again, you can, like Sonny says, you can do it online, right? But to me, there are two ways to look at it, Gar.
Yeah.
Like, definitely. But
it's definitely an argument for either way, isn't it?
You did right. There are definitely, you can look, you know, I bet you there'd be the same amount of people. There's 50,000 people on this one now because you can't buy it. If they say today, right, we changing our policy and we're allowing you to buy non-essential items, there'll be 50,000 people the same one that, oh, you shouldn't be able to do that. You know what I mean? Because there's people that, remember that old story, and the moral of the story at the end is you can please some of the people most of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. You just can't do it, and you're going to get people moaning for the sake of moaning sometimes. I know, and I know people like that, right? You know, you say to them, right, they do something. I can't remember what the last turn. Or let's say it is this this school meals. If the government does a U-turn on these school meals, right? They, instead of saying, or they listen to the British public now, and so what they've done, they've listened to the British public, and now they are saying they are going to subsidise school meals, right? You won't get that in the news. What you'll get is, oh, the government have done a U-turn. They shouldn't be doing that. That's terrible. So they can't win.
No, they can't win. But like everybody's saying in the chat, you just order online anyway. All it's going to do is going to close the small shops.
It will. You did right. Yeah, but I don't understand, right? I don't understand if the people are saying the government are doing this intentionally. I don't understand to what end. What gain would it be for the government to have all these little shops shut? I just don't understand it.
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
There we are.
Because they're going to have to pay out anyway. The government got to pay out, don't they?
Right, sorry, Gary, I was reading. What did you say then?
The government are going to pay out, anybody that loses their job, it ends up the government paying out anyway.
Yeah, this is exactly it. Right? Somebody say is on, when you work it out, right? Somebody's on minimum wage, right? Even if they live on their own, right? Somebody's on minimum wage. So they finish a job because of anything else, right? What they will get then is that they get an employment benefit, whatever, and because they say they're living in a flat on their own, a house on their own, they get income support. And when they get income support, they get the house paid for. So the government are paying a lot more out for that one person. You know what I mean? So why would they be doing it?
Yeah.
Don't know, Kyle. I'm not sure baby clothes, if they do you buy baby clothes every month? I'm not sure.
Yeah, usually, innit? They're growing up.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. That's quite right, actually, because when you listen, what Patsy's saying there is, right, when you do go, I'm the exception to the rule, right? If I want to get a top for my grandson or my granddaughter, let's say, I'll go pick it up, put it in a basket away. But people don't do that, see? They'll stay there. They'll stay there for, I don't know, up to 10 minutes looking. And there'll be loads around there, looking, browsing, what they were picking this one up, going a bit further, picking that one up. And I think that's what they want to stop.
What they want to do is stop women shopping. Because they're the ones. They're the
all
ones.
them.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they like, don't they? Women, right, will go around 10 shops and then go back to the first one and buy something from there. something, the mentality of a woman is different to a man, see, John.
Oh, you did right. I'd like to go there. I can't answer Kyle. I will answer him about alcohol, right? But I can't answer Kyle about cigarettes because I don't know, right? But it is about health. Because did you know, Kyle, right? If somebody is alcohol dependent and they stop drinking, bang, cold turkey, that they could die. You can't die through stopping heroin or anything else, but you can die through stopping alcohol straight away. But I agree. You know, at the end of the day, I haven't got an argument with cigarettes. It's except for mental health, because you're in a situation that's not normal. We've never been in this situation before, and cigarettes can actually calm your nerves down. I can't remember if I've ever seen Kyle smoke, and I did. You know, I stopped this September. But if I was to have a cigarette, it really would calm. I would really, you know, calm your nerves. It would calm your nerves, you know.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I want to go through. We going off this subject quickly as I remember it. We can come back onto it, no problem. Last time we were talking about, remember, about the sun rising in the east and going down in the west.
Aye.
Well, what I done, I looked into this, right, because I was quite sure I was right, and it turns out that I was right. It does rise roughly in the east and goes down roughly in the west. But because of the time of the year and where we're situated in the earth, it changes all the time. Believe it or not, the sun changes where it comes up every day of the year. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It either goes, you know, in the winter, it goes more to the north, and in the summer, it goes more to the south. But there's twice a year, it's bang on due west or due east.
What I can't understand, though, is why is it warmer in the summer and colder in the winter if it's the same distance away?
It's because of the tilt of the earth, right? Now, the earth, if it just went round and round and round, it would be freezing at both poles all the time, right? And you know, the temperatures all around the latitude of the earth will be exactly the same, right? But because of the tilt of the earth, that's why we have seasons. And that's why in the equator, they still have a continuous, they have 12 hours daylight, 12 hours light every day of the year there, right? And that's why you have, because, let me try to explain now. See, the sun is up there, and the earth is here. It also tilts like that, right? So then the north in the winter gets less sun, so that gets iced. And in the summer, it goes like that. So in the South Pole in the summer, it gets there's less sun there. So that's what that happens. There's a question.
Who made that?
Captain Beanie. Yeah, the day he was born, he made the worth tilt.
It's amazing, isn't it? When you think, who done that? You know?
Oh, exactly right. You know, but the mathematics that go on to the sun is absolutely incredible. Do you know that you could take like our the eclipse, right? The sun, the earth, and the moon on that eclipse are exactly the same size. Not inches, but millimeters now, yeah? Exactly the same size. So they look the same size, and if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When they're all together, obviously, because they're so far apart, the sun is massive. Because the earth then is, but the moon then is much smaller, but it's so close to us, it looks the same size.
Yeah.
It's amazing, the mathematics and everything that goes into it, you know.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but what does I wanted to answer this question. People say about altitude. I know all about altitude and things like this. Of course I do, right? But to me, if you're in a valley, right, or Mount Everest, you're nearer the sun when you're in South Everest, on top of Mount Everest, isn't it?
Yeah, you would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah, right. So why is it colder on top of a mountain than around that mountain? Why is it colder there to where you're on the floor?
I think it's something to do with the air, innit? Because it's just a lot thinner.
Does that make it colder, does it?
I think so, yeah. It seems aircraft, if you're up in an aircraft, it's freezing cold up there. That's why you've got to keep your warm cabin. I used to go parachuting years ago, right? Stupid idea, but I used to do it. And when you'd be up in a plane, 2,500 feet, you open the door, instantly it'd be freezing cold. You have to have thermal gloves on, right? Your face be freezing. You jump out, but as you're coming down, you get warmer and warmer.
Good God.
Yeah.
So it must be to do with the air or something, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot thinner. And that's why aircraft can fly so quick, because there's no wind resistance. The air is so thin, so they can go quicker, 30,000 feet up, you know.
Yeah. I thought this another stupid question, right? It's not a question, really, but right, let's have a listen. If you see somebody in the morning, you say, "Good morning," and then when they go, you say, "Good morning," and it's hello and goodbye, right? You see somebody in the afternoon, you say, "Good afternoon," and when they leave, you say, "Good afternoon," and off they go. Same one, hello and goodbye quotes kind of thing. Yeah. Same in the evening. But when you see somebody in the night time, you don't say good night.
Well,
and that's the only one. Why is that?
Because we don't see many people in the night.
Oh, come on now, that's a bit lame, isn't it?
Well, I don't go out. What are you walking over the street in the night, do you?
Yeah, see walking in the street in the night time, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the night, and you see somebody walking with their dog, you were walking with a dog, you don't say to him, good night.
No. Why is that then?
I don't know. I just thought it's a bit interesting. Oh, we had a bit of sad news as well today.
Oh, never.
Yeah, but dear Frank Boff, he died at 87. He was the presenter of Grandstand.
Yeah.
And the morning television. I think he was one of the first people on the BBC breakfast show, early in the morning.
Yeah.
But he was like a stalwart of Grandstand. I loved him, great presenter, Frank.
Yeah.
But they haven't got the wee died yet. But he died this morning or late last night of I don't think it was anything serious, put it that way.
But it must have been serious for him.
I really joking. But yeah, so Frank Boff has left us, so it's a bit of a sad story, that.
It is. Made you say bad. As they say, not a bad.
So, right, well, I'll tell you the truth now, right? I've wrote down the news and everything that I was going to talk about, and this is the first morning show that I've done with you. Yeah. So, evidently, I need to put. It's 10:30 now. Evidently, I need to put twice as much as I put down now, because I've run out of stuff.
Exactly, flies the way. I used to have 4 or 5 pages of A4, John, all written down, and that would go 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know what would you feel, rather than waffling on, Gary. Perhaps we could, I don't know, call it a day today, and then I'll get on to doing stuff for tomorrow or something.
Okay then, yeah. If we say good morning to everybody, have a lovely day.
Good day, and hope you have a very good day as well.
Yeah, and we'll.
And But I would like one announcement by you, just or big shout out. It's lovely to see Faye back in the fold. I have been chatting to her to make sure she's all right and everything, and I just as the morning shows be back now, she'll be back in full force, I'm sure. So we hopefully see you. I'll have a chat to Gary tomorrow. You'll all have notifications when it's going to be. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, and I'll chat to you later, my handsome boy.
All right, and the same to you. Have a good day, and we'll have a chat later. Have a good day to everybody who's watching, and just be careful when you're out in the streets.
You did right. Stay safe, everyone. Bye now.
Okay. Bye-bye.